राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे
जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय
जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा
जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा सुभद्रमयि जय
जय सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय
सीताराम लक्ष्मण सीताराम जय
जय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय श्री प्रभुपाद
जय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतः पदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे लिटिल लाउड हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम
हरे Hare Krishna. So I'm feeling myself fortunate to get a opportunity to serve the devotees in IIT Kanpur under the guidance of His Grace Lila Prabhu and assisted by the Guru Gauranga Prabhu. It's a great fortune for all of you students to have the best of both worlds. IIT Kanpur is one of the most prestigious institute in whole of India and also famous all over the world. And plus you have Srila Prabhupada, who is famous spiritually all over the world. So here in this campus, you have the combination of material and spiritual knowledge. And that is indeed very rare. Some people, they are very materially advanced, but they are ignorant of their spiritual identity. Most technologists are under this category. Like our founder Acharya. Can you hear me, Guru Gaura? The sound quality is okay?
It is okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Maybe little,
Like
if you a little closer, the maybe will be better. Huh? Now might be better.
Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he visited America and he came to this famous college called MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And there he asked this question. You have so many departments here. Where is the department which can tell us the difference between a living person and a dead body? You have so many departments. Please tell us a department where there is where we can analyze the difference between a living person and a dead body. And unfortunately, nobody could answer. Prabhupada challenged openly that knowledge is very good, but knowledge in its completeness includes material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. In the Isha Upanishad, it is described as Vidyacha, Avidyacha. Vidya means spiritual knowledge and Avidya is material knowledge. The knowledge of anything without Krishna consciousness is incomplete. And when Krishna consciousness is included, the knowledge becomes perfect. According to Bhagavad Gita, knowledge means to know everything in connection with Krishna. Like once Srila Prabhupada came to a very famous college in America in Berkeley, California. University of California, Berkeley is one of the famous universities. And Srila Prabhupada asked one professor, somebody introduced, this is a professor, he is the head of the department of chemistry department. Prabhupada said, oh, you are head of the department of chemistry. So please tell me, what is the definition of chemistry? So he was trying to answer something, he was mumbling words, he was not very clear. And Prabhupada said, I will tell you what is the meaning of chemistry. Real chemistry knowledge means to understand that all chemicals are coming from Krishna. In other words, to see everything in connection with Krishna, that is real knowledge. So all of you who are in IIT Kanpur, you are blessed. It is not easy to get admission in this prestigious institute. As Guru Gaura introduced me, I got admission in the VHU IIT. At that time, it was not IIT, but it was on par with IIT. So I wanted to study electronics engineering, so I chose Varanasi. But you are all fortunate. So you have got Avidya. And now with the guidance of Lila Prabhu and Guru Gauranga Prabhu, you are having Vidya also. Like 2 tracks. The train moves on 2 tracks. So if both the tracks are working all right, the train will move smooth. And one track is damaged, then there will be derailment and accident. So, and as the name suggests, Guru Gauranga Prabhu, he has been blessed with the mercy of Lord Gauranga and Guru Dev also. So, I request everyone to please take proper use of this wonderful guidance. Before I come to the topic, which is about Ramayan or about Ram Lila in Gaur Lila, that was the topic which I discussed with my friend Guru Gauranga Prabhu, and we thought, because Ram Navami is coming, I think next week, 1 week. Today is Saturday, so next Sunday is Ram Navami.
Yes.
6. I will mix little in Hindi also, because my regular Zoom class also falls from 7:30 to 9. आज हमारे साथ में कुछ आईआईटी कानपुर के विद्यार्थी भी हैं, इसीलिए मैं थोड़ा अंग्रेजी में बोलूंगा, थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलूंगा, जिससे कि सबको लाभ हो सके. So, before beginning the topic of Ramayan, my usual policy is to speak a little bit about holy name, Hari Naam ke बारे में, because the entire foundation of the Krishna consciousness movement is the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. When Srila Prabhupada was asked, what is the most important instruction that you want to give to your disciples and followers, the Prabhupada said, the most important instruction is to attentively chant 16 rounds of the Mahamantra every day. Dhyan Purvak Swalamala Jap Karna. Now, this is a very deep statement because most of us, while chanting, we are attentive for the first 2-3 rounds. But gradually the batteries, it's called law of diminishing returns. Dhire dhire quality kam ho jata. So what does it mean to chant in quality? It means to be very focused. There's a very nice story in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita में कहानी है कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु जब गया से लौट के आते हैं, उनका दीक्षा होता है. Before visiting, before getting initiated, he was not speaking about anything about holy name. He was also a professor. Something like IIT Kanpur, there was Navadip. Just like IIT Kanpur is very famous now, the Navadip was famous for grammar and for Nyaya, logic. And Nimai Pandit was like the top professor. He could challenge anybody. But when he went to Gaya and he met his spiritual master, Ishwar Puri, after meeting Ishwar Puri, his character was completely transformed. Ishwar Puri से मिलने के बाद वो एकदम भक्त बन गए. And he became very humble and very philosophically oriented. वो आने के बाद में तो कोई से प्रश्न पूछता है क्लास में कि what is verbal roots? व्याकरण क्या है? Roots. Like we have dhatu. He said the root of all roots is Krishna. So whatever question was asked, he would say Krishna. If somebody asked what is data structure in computer science, you can say the structure of all data is based on Krishna. Somebody asked what is electrical engineering? The power of all electrons is coming from Krishna. Like that. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking in such a way, and it went on for 6 hours. And every question was answered in connection with Krishna. 6 घंटे तक क्लास चलते रही. कोई पूछा वर्णाश्रम क्या है? 4 वर्ण है, 4 आश्रम है, इसका मीनिंग क्या है? तो महाप्रभु बोले 4 वर्णों का रूट है कृष्ण नारायण. They would say Krishna, Narayan, Hari, Govinda, Vanamali. The 6 hours were over. And then he asked his question, how was my class today? Mera class kaisa tha? Everybody said, we did not understand anything. You spoke only about Krishna. Lord Chaitanya said, maybe you can join another coaching class. Just go to some other teacher. I am sorry, I cannot teach you anymore this material subject. मैं और कुछ नहीं सिखा सकता. देखो सब जगह कृष्णा दिखाई. The students told, we will also not accept any other teacher except Nimai Pandit. So they became completely dedicated. Of course, in your case, we do not advise like this. We advise you to keep a balance between material and spiritual knowledge. So then Lord Chaitanya said, okay, one seminar I will give. He wanted to give a seminar. वो एक seminar ले रहे हैं about chanting. And that took place in the house of one devotee. His name was Shuklambar Brahmachari. Shuklambar Brahmachari was the real Brahmachari. पूरे विरक्त थे. आजकल क्या ब्रह्मचारी के परेशान होते. Like I am a Brahmachari, but I have laptop, I have mobile, not one but 2, stand. I have to keep money for traveling, and I have Aadhaar card and everything, and books. But ideally, Brahmachari sannyasi means no possession, complete dependence. Pura Bhagwan will depend on. Shuklamba Brahmachari was very poor, but Lord Chaitanya loved him so much. Chaitanya उसके पीछे में जाते. Shuklambar, Shuklambar. Shuklambar के पास एक bag था, like this bag is there. I have this bag, but his bag was torn. में छेद थे. He was a beggar. वो भीख मांगते थे लोगों से, और लोग भिखारी को क्या देंगे? Very few will give beggars paneer sabji, your favorite, and parotha or ice cream or ras malai. तो भिखारी को देगा ऐसा? भिखारी को क्या देंगे? टूटा हुआ चावल, कल का बचा हुआ रोटी. Lord Chaitanya put his hand inside his bag and eating that broken piece of rice. चैतन्य महाप्रभु कृष्ण थे पहले. शुक्लमा ब्रह्मचारी कौन थे पिछले लीला में? कृष्ण लीला में सुदामा. Then Lord Chaitanya called everybody and said, I will speak on holy name. He said, this is the most important verse. Next श्लोक चुना. वो श्लोक था, can you guess? हरे, everybody repeat after me, or you can sing along with me. I think all of you know. सब लोग बोलिए मेरे साथ. हरे नाम हरे नाम हरे नाम. And yes, if to attain perfection in spiritual life, there is only one way. That is to chant the name of Krishna. To chant the name of Krishna. To chant it. There is no other way. महाप्रभु बोल रहे हैं कोई और उपाय नहीं. 3 बार बोल. Why is saying 3 times? To emphasize something. कोई चीज को जोड़ देना हम 3 बार बोलते हैं. And why is saying नास्तेव 3 times? 3 बार क्यों बोले नास्तेव? Any of our friends from IIT want to answer this question? Why is saying 3 times nastev? Guru Gaura Prabhu.
Anyone wants to answer?
Maybe like to answer.
So Prabhuji, what I heard is first is karma. Through karma yoga we cannot. Through jnana we cannot. Through Ashtanga yoga also we cannot.
Yes, perfect.
Only through chanting.
Yes. प्रभु जी परफेक्ट बोल रहे हैं कि ज्ञान के द्वारा, कर्म के द्वारा और योग के द्वारा प्राप्ति नहीं है. 3 times. Prabhupada actually makes a very beautiful comment there. He says, when people come to me and say, Swamiji, you are okay and we are also okay. The Jnani Yogi says, आप भी ठीक है, हम भी ठीक. So we say, no, we are okay, you are not okay. हम correct है, आप गलत है. It looks like very proud. Lila Purushottam Prabhu is my good friend and we are almost same age. He's a little younger to me in age, but he has got a lot more spiritual success and mercy. So we are friends, we talk. So he says that you are Krishnananda Prabhu is good. I said Lila Purushottam is good. But suppose I say, oh, I am good, but Lila Purushottam Prabhu is not good and others are not good. So then people say, he's a proud person. What is he saying? But then Prabhupada explains why I am saying like this. Prabhupada says, the process which they are recommending is not bona fide. That's why I have to say. जैसे मैं एक सोना बेच रहा हूँ, असली सोना 24 कैरेट, और गुरु गौरंग प्रभु बेच रहे हैं सोना जो नकली है. Just example, don't mind. तो मैं बेच रहा हूँ तो सोना I am selling at 90,000 rupees for 10 grams. Nowadays, that is the price I have. I don't buy, but I hear sometimes. And Guru Gaura Prabhu is selling at 9,000 for 10 grams. So he's saying both are good, so you can take whichever is cheaper. But I will say, no, he is not good. So we have got bhakti. That is the rarest thing. आप सोचिए कितना हमारा सौभाग्य हम भक्ति में आए. You cannot estimate the great fortune you have got, that being connected to the process which is the easiest and the same time the most sublime process. It is something like, generally when you buy something of less cost, the quality goes down. Like now I'm about to buy a mobile. You want to buy a very good mobile, like now i16 Pro comes. You have to pay 1 lakh plus. And somebody says that I am going to give you iPhone in 20,000 rupees. It must be duplicate or second hand or some problem. You will not get good quality thing for low price. कोई चीज दूध आप लेते हैं, दूध का 80 रुपए 100 रुपए लीटर होता है, तो 10 रुपए लीटर में दे रहा है, मतलब वो दूध में पानी, सफेद पानी बेच रहा है. But here Krishna consciousness, the holy name is the easiest and the most sublime. You cannot get that result by doing dhyana. You may do pranayam, you may press your nose up and down, or you may even levitate. Some yogis say levitate, they can go up. But that is not bhakti. But holy name is the most treasured. So how to chant? Just I will take 5 minutes more before I jump onto the topic of Ram Lila. 5 minutes more, that when we chant, we should chant in the mood of a humble beggar. चैतन्य महाप्रभु हमें ये श्लोक बोलते हैं, he says put this shloka around your neck like a kanthi mala. The kanthi mala है, like a kanthi mala. He says this verse. What is that verse which you put around the neck? सुनी चेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानी न मान देन कीर्तनीय. To think oneself lower than a blade of grass. अपने आप को घास के तिनके से भी छोटा मैं. Like many times we put our feet on the blade of grass. The grass never protests. घास complain नहीं करते. Somebody may even throw some garbage or pass urine, but grass is tolerating. घास complain नहीं करते. And tarori was सहिष्णु. The tree is giving its shade and its fruits to others without expecting anything in return. The tree is tolerating the heat and giving shade to others. खुद गर्मी सहन करते हैं, दूसरे को छाया देते. हमारा क्या होता है, मेरे पास छाता बड़ा है, बोलता प्रभु जी आप भी आ जाओ, हम दोनों साथ में जाएंगे. ऐसे बड़ा छाता छोटा है, बोला प्रभु जी आप अपना देखो, हम अपना देखते हैं. We want to help others, but not at the cost of personal inconvenience. But true advanced devotee, अच्छे भक्त होते हैं, अपने लिए दूसरों की तकलीफ सहन करते हैं. Like Srila Prabhupada, he took so much inconvenience. Is any one of you have been to America? If you have not been, you are more fortunate. लोग इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं कृष्ण वो अमेरिका गए, लेकिन मैं मानता हूँ जो नहीं गए वो ज्यादा भाग्यशाली है. Only good thing in America is that Prabhupada went to America. That's right. It is technologically very good, no doubt. It's much more advanced than here. But from the point of culture, behavior, the moral values, there is much to be desired. The Prabhupada went to such areas in America. Prabhupada America में कहाँ गए? बाउरी, जहाँ पे एकदम लो क्लास, जो मतलब बहुत शराबी, जो ड्रग एडिक्ट्स, ऐसी जगह पे जाके उन्होंने हरिनाम. वहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं गारंटी. अभी यहाँ पे of course I planned to come to IIT Kanpur till yesterday, but somehow I could not adjust my schedule, and suddenly today somebody told me don't travel because Amavasya. And our Guru Gaura promised me that we will all go to some holy place. When I heard the name holy place like Naimisharan, I was excited. But if I were to be there, I'm sure Guru Gaura Prabhu and devotee would arrange, Prabhu is coming, arrange some nice prasad. Like now I'm here in Tirupati. मैं इनके घर में वासु प्रभु, उनके वाइफ और विजय प्रभु, लास्ट 3-4 days मैं यहाँ से यहाँ प्रसाद ले रहा हूँ. तो यहाँ पे वैदिक कल्चर है, साधु आए तो गर्म प्रसाद दो, उसको खिलाओ. बट प्रभुपाद यहाँ गए, वहां पे कुछ नहीं था. प्रभुपाद जाते हैं ना, प्रभु जाते हैं, सब लोग दंडवत कर रहे हैं. He found many people doing dandvat, means they had taken drugs, so they were lying down. They could not get up, and they were so they would, when Prabhupada would do the offering for the bhoga, then they would come for that this is, they would think that he's ringing the bell for us, that they would come for prasad. And Prabhupada would wash their vessels, उनका बर्तन. अभी सोचिए प्रभुपाद गुरु हैं और जो खा रहा है उसका प्लेट धो रहे हैं. So this is, and I mean it will take many hours to describe how much difficult this Prabhupada. He had 2 heart attacks on the way. 2 heart attacks. Now I'm supposed to come, and I told Guru Gaura Prabhu, morning flight I cannot take and evening flight I cannot take because of prasad, this, that. But Prabhupada did not even have an airplane. He went on a cargo ship, समुद्र जहाज. देखो आपको बोले प्रभु मालगाड़ी से जाना है, तो कौन जाएगा? We want business class. I went to America. I was a very student, not very wealthy, so I went simple economy class, Air India. But Prabhupada, he went in a cargo ship, like a beggar. That is the real quality of a sadhu. That is what we should aspire for, to become very tolerant. And for the sake of spreading Krishna consciousness, to accept difficulties and inconvenience. जैसे हम सुनते हैं शिव जी की कहानी, समुद्र मंथन में पहले जहर निकला, तो शिव जी, सब देवता जो है शिव जी के पास है, पहले विष्णु भगवान के पास गए, भगवान विष्णु ने कॉल रिडायरेक्ट कर दिया, इसलिए ऑटोमेटिक कॉल फॉरवर्ड हो जाता. ही डायरेक्टेड द कॉल टू लॉर्ड शिवा, और लॉर्ड शिवा को बोला आप समुद्र मंथन कर रहे थे, जहर आया, आप हेल्प करो, प्लीज हेल्प. You please drink the poison. अभी मैं होता तो बोला प्रभु जी अगर अमृत आता तो मुझे नहीं बुलाने वाले थे. If nectar would have come, they would not have taken any help of Lord Shiva. They would have happily taken. Because poison came, they said, now you are also partner. That means I am doing a business. If there is profit, I will not bother you. But if loss is there, you are also a partner. So who would like to be a partner? But Lord Shiva, he accepted. He told Devi Parvati, oh Parvati, I am accepting this because best way to please Krishna is to accept difficulties and inconvenience for others. Like many of you in IIT are doing book distribution, or bringing newer students to Krishna. So much difficulties are there. From different angles, oppositions may also be there. But by helping others come closer to Krishna, when we take difficulties, Krishna becomes pleased. Krishna बहुत खुश हो जाता है. कृष्ण बोलते हैं गीता में नचमा तस्मान मनुष्येषु कश्चिदि प्रियोत्तम. That most dear is a devotee who gives a message to others. दूसरों को संदेश. तो तरोर इव सहिष्णु नहीं. हरिदास ठाकुर इज एग्जाम्पल. हरिदास ठाकुर को इतने 22 मार्केट में पीटते हैं. Is praying for those who are offending. This is the highest example of tolerance. And aman in aman. Now question comes, how to get these qualities? ये quality कैसे हमारे अंदर आई? Prabhupada writes, there is no need to make any effort. Just by chanting sincerely, all good qualities will develop automatically. All good qualities will develop automatically. Humility, tolerance, cleanliness. Just chanting करते रहो. मन नहीं भी लगे तो भी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे. Even offensive chanting हो. Actually, in the beginning, our chanting will be offensive. Like how a child learns to walk. Very few of you just came out of the womb and started walking 10 kilometers race. Is there any one of you so advanced? Nahi? Most of you must have struggled to walk. धीरे-धीरे चलते हैं और कई बार गिरते हैं. So please do not feel disappointed if you are not able to concentrate in chanting or if you are not feeling any ecstasy. This is part of learning process. भक्ति जो है ना ग्रेजुअल है. जो लोग अभी एकदम अच्छा जप कर रहे हैं, अच्छा एडवांस्ड है, मतलब पूरे जन्म में भक्ति किया हुआ. Like somebody has studied in IIT Delhi for 3 years. Then for some reason he takes transfer and he comes to IIT Kanpur. So you ask, how come he is directly in final year? He directly final year में आया. मैं 3 साल से यहाँ पे क्या है कंचे खेल रहा हूँ. What am I doing? Why I am wasting my time? No, he has studied somewhere else. So now he is continuing. So each one of us is continuing from the point where we left off in previous life. Because this process is a long-term process. Generally, to go back to Godhead in one life is difficult. एक जन्म में नहीं जा सकते. But Prabhupada tells a secret that that by which you can go back to God in one life. एक secret बताते हैं. Any of you devotees in Kanpur IIT know the secret how you can go back to God in one life?
Anyone wants to say? Just asking our members, Prabhuji. Anyone wants to answer?
Yes, Prabhu.
I am
Louder.
just saying, Prabhuji, our members who can answer.
Yeah.
Vijay, I think chanting 16 rounds and following 4 regulative principles.
Okay.
One of the devotees saying, Prabhuji, chanting 16 rounds and following 4 regulative principles.
Yes, that is there. But again, there is a quality to it. What Prabhupada says that 4 things if you can do, then you can go back to in one life. Prabhupada says, first of all, getting up early in the morning. Subah jaldi utna. Early doesn't mean 6:30. I remember when I was a student in IIT Varanasi, I would get up early and I would do Mangal Aarti. I was the only student. मैं अकेला विद्यार्थी था. And I was sincere, but did not have the backup of, no, preaching was not there. So everybody would come and kick on the door. जब लात मारते थे, वही मैंने सहन किया, वही मेरा क्वालिटी है. That's the But because everybody would get up after 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock college है. Then 7:30 तक ready हुए, फिर mess में गए, and like somehow eat something and rush. But the best thing is to get up early, but preferably Brahma Muhurat time, 4:30. Or for those who are students, maybe late in the night, 5. By 5, one should be at least ready to begin. Because the period before sunrise is the best for chanting, between 5 to 7. So Prabhupada says, get up early, attend Mangal Arati. Mangal Arati abhi aapko possible nahi hoga. You may not be possible in college life, but still you can sing Mangal Arati in your home. Or in the voice, I'm sure you have altar. I once visited our Lila Prabhu, more before COVID. I had come to IIT Kanpur. At his home, I think that is the main place. That is like the ashram, very wonderful place. So I saw very good standards, deity worship. So wherever you are, some basic deity worship should be there, preferably. And then Prabhupada says, chant 16 good rounds. 16 अच्छे round करो. So question arises, is there bad round? How can the holy name be bad? भगवान का नाम तो अच्छा ही है. But the consciousness in which you chant, that is very important. Prabhupada said 3 things are important in chanting. First is to chant with complete faith. पूरे श्रद्धा के साथ नाम लेना. श्रद्धा क्या होनी चाहिए? नाम नामी अभिन्नत. That faith should be there, that just by chanting Hare Krishna, I will attain all perfection. Faith. Now that faith comes gradually. How to develop that faith? वो श्रद्धा कैसे जागृत होगी? Prabhupada says, by hearing about the glories of the holy name from the mouth of realized devotees. The devotees जिन्होंने साक्षात्कार किया उनसे सुन. Now you may say, like in my case, I am not realized, but I am not speaking my words and speaking the words of those who realized. मतलब मेरे को नहीं मालूम है, लेकिन प्रभुपाद ने बोला वो रिपीट कर. That is called parampara. So by hearing, that's one Srila Prabhupada disciple, Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj, he spoke a very nice story. वो एक कहानी बताते हैं कि once when Sadhu Maharaj was giving lecture and he was saying, आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि बोलो, हरि करीबे भाव पारी. So some of you could guess the meaning. आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि, इसका मीनिंग किसी का समझ में आया? हमारे आईआईटी से कोई बोलेगा? आनंदे बोलो हरि हरि means with great pleasure chant हरि हरि. आनंद से क्या बोलना है? हरि 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 हरि. But the name Hari is very powerful. And Hari Karibe Bhav Pari. Lord Hari will help you cross the ocean of birth and death. Bhav Sagar ko पार कर ले हरि का. So the lecture was over and everybody went back to their homes. अपने अपने वापस घर चले गए. उसमें 2 माताएं भी थे, मदर इन लॉ, डॉटर इन लॉ. सुना है कहानी? मदर इन लॉ, डॉटर इन लॉ, सास और बहू. और बंगाली बोलते हैं सासू माँ, बहू माँ, है ना? गुरु गाँव को वर्ड से सासू माँ, बहू,
सासुड़ी.
सासू. Anyway, different name, but same leelas take place in most of the homes. I have heard, so this everywhere some clash is there, and then after some time things become stable. So mother-in-law was very, very advanced in material knowledge. She was experienced, but not very faithful. सास थे, बहुत पढ़े लिखे थे, लेकिन श्रद्धा नहीं था उनको. And the daughter-in-law was young, not very so intelligent, but very faithful. The faith is beyond intelligence. For spiritual success, you need intelligence and faith both. But faith is most needed. So दोनों सुन रहे थे, both of them heard. And when they were returning home, they had to cross a river. And the water had risen up high 20 feet. When they came at that time, the water was just knee deep and they could walk through. जब आए थे तो पानी बहुत कम था. Now it has increased. So now how to cross? No boatmen, don't know swimming. कैसे पार करेंगे? The young daughter-in-law, she had faith. Said, oh, Sadhu Maharaj said in the lecture that by chanting the name of Hari, we can cross the ocean of birth and death. This is only a small river. The छोटी नदी है, भवसागर पार होता है. So she simply put, with full faith, she put her feet in the deep water and started chanting Hari 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 Hari. All of you say Hari 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 Hari. Hari 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 Hari.
Hari, Hari,
Just chant Hari. No more worry. Whatever happens in life, say Hari Hari. If you do very well, like when I was in IIT Varanasi, I always wanted to be a topper. And by Krishna's mercy, I was successful. So if you do very well, like you get 10.03 GPA, then you should chant Hari Hari. Somehow you do very badly, you get only 6.8, then you should say Hari Hari Hari. If you get a very good job, like paying 1 crore rupees per year, you should say Hari 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 Hari. And if you are rejected in the TPO office, no problem, just chant Hari Hari Hari.
Hari, Hari.
If you are very healthy and good body, then you say Hari Hari. But suddenly you get some dangerous disease, just say Hari Hari Hari.
Hari, Hari.
Whatever happens in life, say Hari Hari Hari. Now it may seem like a joke, but actually this is the most important thing you can learn in Krishna consciousness, is to just accept everything as a plan of the Lord. So this young lady, she had faith. बहू को श्रद्धा थी, उन्होंने पैर रखा और नदी जैसे पैर रखा तो नदी एकदम the river parted and she just walked through. And the mother-in-law, how will I cross? How will I cross? We कैसे पार करें? Daughter-in-law said, did you not hear? Sadhu Maharaj said in lecture. आपने सुना नहीं? Mother-in-law was angry. Yes, I heard. I'm not deaf. I heard. But what is the guarantee? Suppose I put my feet in the water and say Hari Hari, and if there's no, the water does not part, then I will mari. Hari Hari बोलते मरी हो जाएगा. So both the mother-in-law, the daughter-in-law, they heard the same lecture in the same place. Same lecture suna. What was the difference? Faith. So to chant with faith. Shraddha Shabda Vishwas. Sudrida Nishchay Krishna Bhakti Kailas. Just by chanting Hare Krishna. The sum and substance of all knowledge is to chant Hari name, Hari Naam very sincere. I'm not saying we should not gain knowledge, material and spiritual, as much knowledge as our intelligence permits, we should try to gain. But we should know that the conclusion of knowledge is to chant attentively. Prabhupada says 3 things. Faith, second is attention. Prabhupada says there should be movement of upper lip, lower lip and tongue. I read this only about 1.5 years back. I've been chanting for 35 years. As Prabhuji introduced, I joined after I finished my MS in America in 87. So it's almost like now 38 years. But only 2-3 years back, I noticed, somebody told me, Prabhuji, respectfully, that you are not pronouncing every word properly. So now I'm trying to attain that perfection. So it is natural in this material world that when we are chanting, we lose attention because so many things are going on in the mind. Like our CPU is common, the data is different. There is some spiritual data, do material exams are coming up, and then you have some, we have parents' responsibilities, we have so much of our own friends' responsibility and taking care of so many things. But when we are chanting, totally focused. No, during these 2 hours, whatever amount you were chanting 4 rounds, just be focused. इतना भी समय भगवान का नाम लेना है. प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी का भी फोन आ जाए तो उठाना नहीं, बोलना तेरे बॉस से बात कर रहे हैं, बाद में तुझसे बात. Because the holy name is most important. And ye yatha mam prapadyante. If you don't do like this, if you are just chanting and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hari bol, yeah. Just now I'm coming. Yes. Now for extra rounds, this may be okay. But for first 16 rounds, just switch off the phone. Put it in airplane mode. There is something called Zen mode also. Some mobiles have this feature. Zen mode means if I set Zen mode for 2 hours, even if I want, I cannot reset it. Some mobiles have this. So anyway, it's not a question of mobile. If you are determined, determined hona chahiye, naam jap karna, attention, and try to hear every syllable. Even if it takes a little extra time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. And last but not the least is humility. Trinadapi submission. Be very humble. And one more thing, somebody asked Prabhupada, how to get taste for holy name? Bhagwan ke naam mein taste kaise aaye? So Prabhupada replied, how do you become a drunkard? Sharabi kaise bante? Any of you Mahatmas from IIT know this? I have experienced how to become drunkard. Hopefully not. One becomes a drunkard by associating with drunkards. When I was in IIT Varanasi, I was always, because I was introduced, I was very separatist. Because most students, they would fall into bad habits. This is nature, material nature is very powerful. To associate with drunkard, you become drunk. So now you have got association of Guru Gaurang Prabhu, Lila Prabhu, and so Radhakant Prabhu. So associate with devotees. Or even on your colleague level, try to be more intimate with students. Other students, of course, we should maintain relation with other members also and teachers respectfully, but try to be more intimate with devotees. There is one level is having formal relationship, the other is to be intimate, very intimate with devotees. Tadati Pratigranat. And second thing, Prabhupada says, how do you become drunkard? Prabhupada ji bolte hain, sharabi kaise banta hai? Drink, 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 and you become drunkard. Chant, 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 and you become good chant. So periodically, we should take out time, like maybe once in a month, or whenever Guru Gaurang Prabhu arranges, take out little extra time for chanting, apart from your normal time, where you are not pressed for number that I have to finish by this time. Chant with great patience. Like one reason why I could not come, but I was very, very wanting to come, because I saw Guru Gaurang Prabhu's eagerness, very eager. He'd been following up for many days. Prabhu, please come. I said, flights are expensive. No problem, we'll arrange. I said, this is not there. Oh, we'll send a car to Lucknow. So what I could see, he was eager. So I also was reciprocating with that. So when you are eager to get Krishna's mercy, then the holy name will give mercy. आपकी इच्छा होगी, प्रभु मेरा 16 माला ना सुबह 7:15 में पूरा हो जाए, और 15 में इतना आनंद आता है कि 16 खत्म हो जाए. श्री कृष्ण, आई एम लिबरेटेड फ्रॉम चैंटिंग. Not liberated by chanting, but liberated from chanting. The devotees feel great pleasure, like the 63rd round came, last round. So that is like, then Krishna will think, oh, he does not want to actually call. He is chanting. He is not calling me, he is counting, simply counting. But if you do chanting and counting, we are also counting. But chanting without feelings is called counting. When you chant with feelings, Ai Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishabhavam Buddha. Hey Krishna, Bhavasagar mein gira hu. Please take me out. Please take me. Then gradually Krishna will deliver. This was just, I'm sorry, my introduction became very late, but maybe I'll speak, maybe Krishna willing, I'll, with Guru Gaurang Prabhu's permission, tomorrow evening I'll speak more on holy name. But for today, the title was about Ramayan, how you find Ram Lila in Gaur Lila. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath, say Ramchandra. He's the same Lord who is Krishna Chandra. वही भगवान है. द्वापर युग में कृष्ण चंद्र है, त्रेता युग में रामचंद्र है, और कलयुग में गौर चंद्र है. सेम लॉर्ड. तो भगवान राम की लीला गौरंगा महाप्रभु लीला में कहाँ से आती? Where do you find? There is one story in महाप्रकाश लीला. चैतन्य महाप्रभु महाप्रकाश लीला में सबकी इच्छा पूरी कर रहे. He is sitting on the asana of Vishnu. Generally, if somebody would say to Lord Chaitanya that you are Vishnu, he would close his ears and say, Vishnu, Vishnu, क्या बोले? I am not God. मैं भगवान नहीं हूँ. भगवान कभी स्वीकार नहीं करते. तो कभी स्वीकार नहीं करते. But here, in this case, he himself sat on the asan, Vishnu asan, and he picked up the Shalagram Shila and he said, I am Narayan. भगवान बोले, मैं नारायण हूँ, मेरी पूजा करो, अभिषेक करो. The thousands of pots of Ganga Jal were used for bathing him. And then he said, I am hungry. फिर बहुत सारे cucumber or nariyal or roti or sabji, he just eating. And then he called for Murari Gupta. Lord Chaitanya and Murari, Murari. Do you not remember who you are? Just look at me. मेरे को देखो. And the Lord Chaitanya showed Murari Gupta his form as Lord Ramchandra. Suddenly he was transformed into the beautiful form of Lord Ramchandra, green complexion, with a bow and arrow in his hand. And then he saw Mother Sita to the side of Lord Ramchandra. माता सीता एक तरफ और लक्ष्मण दूसरी तरफ. अचानक अपने आप को देखा तो बंदर बन गए थे. Can you imagine? You get up from your seat in your after the lecture, and suddenly you find you have a tail. Very embarrassing. So Murari Gupta आश्चर्य, what happened to me? He was an Ayurvedic doctor. I mean, doctor coming with a tail behind. I don't think many patients would approach such a doctor. He is having a tail suddenly. And then Lord Chaitanya said, Murari, do you not know? आपने पहचाना नहीं? You are Hanuman, and I am your Lord Ram. मैं ही राम हूँ. Look at Lakshman, look at Sita. You crossed over the ocean to find out Mother Sita. आप समुद्र पार करके गए सीता का पता लगाने के लिए. Now ask for a boon. A वरदान मांगो. Murari Gupta was completely taken aback. ये क्या हो रहा है? He never knew. He offered obeisances again and again. भगवान के चरणों में गिर पड़े. प्रभु, मेरा इतना सौभाग्य है कि मुझे आपके दर्शन हो रहे हैं. I am so fortunate. My Lord, I just want this one benediction, that in whatever birth I take, I may have the association of devotees. मेरे को क्या वरदान चाहिए कि मैं जिस भी योनि में रहूं, बस आपका नाम लेता रहूं. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
बस मुझे यही वरदान चाहिए. I birth after birth, I want to be with devotees who know that you are the master and they are the servants. ऐसे ही भक्तों का संग चाहिए जो क्या जानते हैं कि प्रभु स्वामी हैं और मैं उनका दास हूँ. So Lord Chaitanya was very happy. Lord Chaitanya said, Murari, you are very dear to me. Lord Chaitanya declared to the devotees that Murari Gupta is such an exalted person that कोई भी Murari Gupta is, why is called Murari Gupta? इनका नाम मुरारी गुप्ता क्यों है? Actually, Murari is the name of the Lord Krishna, one who killed the demon Mura, in whose heart the Lord resides in a Gupta form. He is called Murari Gupta. भगवान जिनके हृदय में गुप्त रूप से रहते, मुरारी. Lord Chaitanya told that anybody who is very pious, taking bath in Ganga regularly, but he offends a devotee like Murari, he will fall down. Most important thing, more than any other thing, is to respect devotees and to serve devotees and chant Hare Krishna. Follow these basic things, you can go back to God. कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस में बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा नॉलेज हो, उसको प्रैक्टिकल यूज करना है. तो मुझे भी यहाँ से एयरपोर्ट जाना है, तिरुपति से मेरा फ्लाइट है समझो कल 2 बजे का. तो ऑल आई नीड टू नो इज आई शुड हैव a valid ticket and the route to the airport. I don't have to know all the routes in Tirupati. If I know all the routes and don't know the way to the airport, I'll just keep Yani Kani Chapa. So all we need to know is that Krishna is God, I am his servant, I am the servant of servant. मैं भगवान का दासों का दास हूँ और वैष्णव की सेवा करना है. और हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे, हरे राम राम राम. Better to know few things and you follow rather than to know everything and not follow anything. Of course, best is to know everything and to follow everything. So once Lord Chaitanya tested Murari Gupta, चैतन्य आपने मुरारी गुप्ता की परीक्षा ली. किसी को मालूम है क्या परीक्षा ली? कोई बताएगा? एनीबडी फ्रॉम आईआईटी कानपुर या कोई हमारे जूम ग्रुप से कोई बताएगा क्या परीक्षा ली?
आप राम की
हाँ,
पूजा छोड़ के कृष्ण की पूजा
या
कीजिए।
asked that why do whom do you worship? आप किसकी पूजा करते? Said I worship Lord Ram. Murari Gupta was a devotee of Sita Ram. So Lord Chaitanya said, Lord Ram is good, but Lord Krishna has more qualities. Like, I-15 is good, but 16 is good, but 16 Pro Max, maximum qualities. So Krishna is like Pro Max, the best. So why don't you give up the worship of Lord Ram and worship Krishna? आप राम की भक्ति छोड़ दो, कृष्ण की भक्ति को. मुरारी गुप्ता said, my Lord, yes, whatever you say, I have to follow. मैं जा रहा हूँ. वो घर में गए और भी ऑल्टर पे उनके मंदिर में सीताराम है. वो कैसे त्यागे? वो रोने लग गए. Was crying and crying and crying, and he, how can I give up Lord Ram? I have sold my head at the lotus feet of him. I cannot give. Many death. At the same time, I cannot disobey Lord Chaitanya. So what should I do? If I give up the worship of Lord Ram, that I cannot do. And if I disobey Lord Chaitanya, because Lord Chaitanya has told that you should give up Ram, तभी क्या करेंगे? राम की भक्ति करेंगे. राम को भक्ति छोड़ नहीं सकता क्योंकि मेरा अटैचमेंट है और भगवान की आज्ञा छोड़ने की. He was crying and crying, and next day morning he went to Lord Chaitanya. And he said, Raghunathe Pade Bechaiyo Matha Kadite na pare Matha Pai Bada Vyatha. Translation: I have sold my head at the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra. I cannot give up service to a lotus. भगवान राम को कभी नहीं त्याग सकते. I can commit suicide if you want. I will give up my body. I cannot give up the association of Lord Ram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so happy. इतने खुश है. बोले साधु साधु, I was testing you. तुम्हारा दृढ़ स्वभाव. तुम्हें राम किंकर हनुमान. You are Hanuman, and I am your Lord Ramchandra. So then Lord Chaitanya glorified him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu बोले धन्य है से सेवक जिन्हें छाड़े प्रभु चरण. Blessed is the devotee who never gives up his master. जो अपने स्वामी को नहीं त्याग. And blessed is the master who never abandons a servant. और स्वामी भी महान है, उस सेवक को नहीं त्याग. Murari Gupta is Hanuman in Ram Lila. And Hanuman is famous for so many wonderful things. कोई भी मंदिर में जाओ आपको हनुमान जी पास में दिखाई पड़े. राधा कुंड में जाओ, श्याम कुंड में जाओ, या आप अयोध्या जाओ, निमिषारण्य जाओ, हनुमान जी is always. हनुमान is famous for his loyalty to Lord Ram. एक बार क्या हुआ, हनुमान जी की परीक्षा हो रही थी. गरुड़ जी आए. Garuda ji went to Lord Krishna and asked, who is one of your best devotees? Lord said, I have many best. बहुत सारे devotees. Who is one of the best? But Hanuman ji is best. Hanuman अच्छे. So Garuda said, okay, मैं परीक्षा लेता हूँ. I will find out. तो गरुड़ जी गए और बोले, हनुमान जी, भगवान कृष्ण बुला रहे हैं. Krishna is calling you. So Hanuman simply ignored. बार बार बोला लेकिन ध्यान नहीं दिया. The Garuda came back and said, my dear Lord, I told your name, but Hanuman did not come. मेरे को नाम बताया, वो आए नहीं. कैसे सेवक है? भगवान बोले क्या बोला? मैंने बोला द्वारकाधीश कृष्ण. नहीं, ऐसा मत. आप बोलो अयोध्यापति श्री राम बुला रहे हैं. फिर से गए. He went second time and said, अयोध्यापति Lord Ram is asking for. राम, मेरे राम बुला रहे हैं. He became so ecstatic. वो तुरंत हनुमान जी को पीछे बिठा लिया और उड़ते हुए द्वारका में. That is the relationship between the Lord and his devotees. साधुनाम हृदयम मह्यम साधुनाम हृदयम त्वयम मत अन्यते न जानति. Sadhus do not know anybody else except me, and I do not know anybody else except sadhus. साधु मेरे सिवाय कुछ नहीं जानते. मैं साधु किस नहीं. साधु मेरे लिए कुछ भी करने को तैयार है. और मैं भी उनके लिए कुछ करने लगा. If you want the favor of Krishna, and try to serve his devotees. If you want to make Krishna angry, then offend his devotee. All your spiritual life will be destroyed by Vaishnava Parad. Be very careful that yes, I have come to serve. I do not want anything in return. Just service, birth after. Janmani Janmani Ishware होता है. Talking about Prasad, एक बार क्या हुआ? When the new temple was built, जगन्नाथ पुरी, नया मंदिर तो बन गया. अब कोई व्यक्ति चाहिए था कि मंदिर का पानी, बाहर का पानी मंदिर में नहीं आ जाए, because ocean is very nearby in Puri. So some of you must have been to. How many of you have been to Puri from IIT Kanpur? I'm sure you must have visited Jagannath Puri. In Jagannath Puri, so the ocean is very near. I think 2 kilometers or so maximum from the temple. वो डर लग रहा था कि पानी तो अंदर नहीं आ जाएगा, तो किसी को अपॉइंट करना चाहिए था, CSO, चीफ सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर. किसको सिलेक्ट किया उन्होंने? हनुमान जी. हनुमान जी स्वीकार किए. हनुमान जी वॉज वेरी हैप्पी. हनुमान जी सोचे चलो अच्छा है, जगन्नाथ मंदिर के पास में रहेंगे. लेकिन वहां प्रॉब्लम क्या था? उस समय जगन्नाथ जी को एक ही आइटम भोग लगता था, खिचड़ी. जगन्नाथ जी वॉज ऑफर्ड ओनली खिचड़ी. मॉर्निंग खिचड़ी, आफ्टरनून खिचड़ी, नाइट खिचड़ी, मंडे खिचड़ी, ट्यूसडे खिचड़ी. हनुमान जी बोले अरे कोई कमेटी है नहीं यहाँ पर मैनेज करने वाले. आई कैनॉट आई स्टे इन प्लेस विदाउट गुड प्रसाद. मुझे कुछ करना होगा. तो हनुमान जी क्या सोचे, अभी तो रात का टाइम हो रहा है, सब लोग सो जाएंगे, मैं उड़ते हुए जाऊंगा कहाँ पर? प्रसाद खाने अयोध्या. अयोध्या गया था तुरंत, सूर्योदय होने से पहले आ जाऊंगा. हनुमान जी आप जानते हैं कितने पावरफुल. उस समय जैसे ही हनुमान जी गए, हनुमान जी लेफ्ट, इमीडिएटली देयर वाज वाटर केम इनसाइड. पूरे टेम्पल में पानी पानी भर गया. सब देख रहे हैं अरे हनुमान जी कुठे आए, वेयर इज हनुमान, आवर CSO. देखा तो हनुमान जी अयोध्या से लौट के आ रहे हैं, उनके मुंह में बहुत सारे लड्डू हैं. सरप्राइज. हनुमान जी आप ये क्या कर रहे हो? यू सपोज्ड टू बी लॉयल टू मी. आप कहाँ चले गए? हनुमान जी बोले प्रभु मैं तो आपका सेवक, आई विल डू वॉट एवर यू से. आप जहां बोलोगे, लेकिन प्रसाद तो अच्छा होना चाहिए. Since that time they started offering malpua and even sometimes rasmalai to Lord Jagannath. So I'll just speak 5-10 minutes more and then we give 2 minutes for question answers. So these are some stories which are there in Ramayan, which are there in Chaitanya Lila, but also part of Ram Lila. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, he is Ramchandra. So there's a very nice story. There one how Hanuman ji कैसे ब्रिज बना रहे. और इंटरेस्टिंग है द ब्रिज. This is beyond all engineering funda. It's a funda, na? Like knowledge, principles. How big rocks are floating. तब डिवोटी है राम का नाम लिख रहे हैं, पत्थर तैर रहे. तो एक बार भगवान राम को डाउट है. और राम was thinking how this big rocks are floating. तब मेरा नाम ले रहे हैं, लेकिन इतना शक्ति कहाँ से? मैं टेस्ट करता हूँ, क्या मैं भी डाल के देखता हूँ. सब तो पत्थर डाल के भेज रहे हैं, तो पत्थर तैर रहा है, मैं भी ट्राई करता हूँ. आई वांट टू डू एन एक्सपेरिमेंट. एंड व्हेन यू वांट टू डू एन एक्सपेरिमेंट, यू डोंट वांट पीपल टू नो, देन वेयर डू द एक्सपेरिमेंट? इन अ प्राइवेट प्लेस. तो भगवान राम रात के समय गए, तो सबका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ऑफ हो गया. भगवान राम ने क्या किया, एक पत्थर लिया, देखा कोई देख तो नहीं रहा. उन्होंने वो पत्थर को लेके ऐसे तैरने के लिए पानी में डाला. जैसे अंदर डाला, पूरा पूरा पत्थर ही अंदर चला गया. The rock went deep inside. So everybody was watching. Then Hanumanji explained. Hanumanji बोले प्रभु, your name is the deliverer of all fallen souls. आपका नाम जो है सबका उद्धार कर सकता. But if you reject someone, then there is no hope. अगर भगवान किसी को रिजेक्ट करते हैं तो कोई आशा नहीं। हरि स्थाने अपराधे तारे हरि नाम, तोमा स्थाने अपराधे नहीं परि। हरि के स्थान पे आक्रमण अगर कोई गलती करते हैं तो हमारा उद्धार हो सकता है, लेकिन वैष्णव या गुरु के कारण हमारा उद्धार नहीं हो सकता। So one more story is there. There's one devotee. He was the devotee of Lord Ramchandra. भगवान राम के भक्त थे गौर लीला में, और वो रहते थे सिद्धवट। सिद्धवट नाम सुना आपने? सिद्धवट. He was staying in Siddhavat. And Lord Chaitanya came during his South India Yatra. He came to the entire Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, many of the places he covered. Maybe someday Guru Gaura Prabhu will take you to all the places where Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya came to this Brahman's home. ब्राह्मण के घर में आए और ब्राह्मण बोलने लगा चैतन्य महाप्रभु को कि आप प्रसाद दीजिए। प्रसाद सर्विंग किए। प्रसाद सर्विंग करने के बाद ही वॉश दिस लोटस फीट। He was constantly chanting Hare Ram Ram Ram. And then Lord Chaitanya left. Lord Chaitanya दूर चले गए. And then he came back after a few days, the same route, the Siddhavat. वहां पे फिर से आए और इस बार उसकी जीभ से क्या निकल रहा था? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। was chanting Hare Krishna. The Lord Chaitanya asked, "Hey Brahman, कौन दशा हिला? तुम्हाला काय झाला? What happened to you? पूर्वे तुम्ही राम नाम लय निरंतर, एवे केन कृष्ण नाम लय." Understood? What did you understand?
Chanting a lot.
Previously you were chanting Ram's name, and now you are chanting Krishna's name. What is the reason? क्या कारण क्या है? तो ब्राह्मण बोला, यही तुम्हारा दर्शन प्रभाव, ये आपके संग का प्रभाव है। राम नाम कृष्ण नाम स्फुरे, राम नाम दूरे गेला। कृष्ण नाम आगे मतलब भगवान राम का भी रिस्पेक्ट है, लेकिन कृष्ण और राम, इनमें कृष्ण इज सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ गॉड। लॉर्ड बलराम इज सर्विटर, सुप्रीम पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ सर्विटर गॉड। सो देन लॉर्ड चैतन्य महाप्रभु को बोले कि मुझे लगता है कि वो ब्राह्मण जो है आप ही हो। यू आर दैट ब्राह्मण, यू आर द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड नारायण, यू आर कृष्ण। महाप्रभु बोले यस, लेकिन कोणाला सांगू नये। फिर यस नहीं बोले, नो नहीं बोले, लेकिन वो समझ गए। सो ये जो ब्राह्मण है वो बताने लगा कि पहले मैं राम नाम लेता था और मेरी इच्छा होती थी कृष्ण नाम लेने की, लेकिन क्योंकि कृष्ण नाम में शक्ति ज्यादा है, देयर इज मोर पावर। राम रामेति रमे राम मनोरमे, सहस्त्र नामा तु यत् पुण्यम, राम नाम वरानने। लॉर्ड शिवा पार्वती को बोल रहे हैं कि जो राम 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 बोलता है वो हजार विष्णु नाम के बराबर है। तो तीन बार राम नाम लेना एक कृष्ण नाम के बराबर। तो बाद में लौट के आए, when Lord Chaitanya came back, this Brahman was now chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare। हरे कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं और सेवा कर रहे हैं। चैतन्य महाप्रभु asked him, चैतन्य महाप्रभु पूछा, ब्राह्मण व्हाट हैपेंड टू यू? पूर्वे तुम्ही राम नाम लय, अभी कृष्ण नाम ले रहे हो, क्या कारण है? तो उसने बताया कि एक्चुअली मेरे को कृष्ण नाम लेने की पहले से इच्छा थी, लेकिन वो इच्छा अभी पूरी हुई। मैं क्योंकि राम नाम जो है मुक्ति दे सकता है, लेकिन कृष्ण नाम है वो कृष्ण प्रेम दे सकता है। महाप्रभु कृपा से उस ब्राह्मण को भी कृपा मिली और वो भी फिर हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे। ये तो कहानियों का एंड ही नहीं है, लेकिन चैतन्य महाप्रभु के संदेश है Seriously. और practically difficulties आते हैं. Whenever we are in spiritual life, you will experience difficulties. But when a devotee gets difficulties, he thanks the Lord. मुश्किल आने पे क्या बोलते हैं? सत्यनुकंपा सुसमीक्षामान पुण्यान एवात्म कृतामिपा विद्वाग व पूर्वे विदधान नमस्ते जीवेति मुक्ति पदे सदाय. The one who unfolded hands, he offered to the Supreme Lord and says, my dear Lord, whatever sufferings I am going through, it is because of my own karma, and you are mitigating them, you are reducing them. So just by being grateful, we receive more mercy. So interesting, as some scientists have done research onto the bridge, Bhagwan Ram, how it is, actually how the planets are floating, is all the greatest wonder. But it's all the power of Krishna. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Srimad Urjita evacha. Whatever power or glory we have, simply a spark, the splendor of Krishna. So I will stop. Generally I stop at 9, but today I want to give 5-10 minutes for any question answers. One thing Prabhupada would say is that all my disciples, they are all part of Lord Ramchandra's Lila, because he will only call us as sometimes monkeys lovingly. So, in conclusion, we have to chant the holy name with faith, attention, and humility. Try to be very attentive, prayerful, and even if it takes more time, focus on hearing and praying, begging mercy. Please bestow mercy. Just like a drowning man, how you would call the ship? अगर आप समुद्र में डूब रहे हो, नौका जा रही है, कैसे बुलाएंगे? हरि बोल, गुरु कौन हो? हाँ, नौका डूब रही है, आराम से हो सके तो आ जाना. You will say, oh, Hari bol, please help me, I'm drowning. So the same mood should be there in chant. That urgency. I want to attain Krishna. In this life, attain Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
So, are there any questions?
Prabhuji, I just
Shall I?
had a question, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you for the very nice and enlightening class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, there was another devotee also, Rupa Goswami's brother. Probably he was also a devotee of Lord Ramachandra. Anupam, something his name.
Yes, correct. Yes. Same story took place. I wanted to tell tomorrow, but Prabhuji wants me to speak now. So if there is a delay, then please don't blame me. It is our Guru Gaurang who. He's so eager to hear. That is, as I said, actually, I was, although I did not have much association, only in Vrindavan I had some association. So Prabhuji एक कहानी बताने के लिए बोल रहे हैं कि अनुपम, जो रूप और सनातन के भाई थे, उनका नाम अनुपम था. He was the father of Jiva Goswami. He was a devotee of Lord Ram. वो राम के ही भक्त थे. तो उनके भाई जीव और सनातन बोले, रूप गोस्वामी सनातन बोले कि आप भी कृष्ण भक्ति करो. मेरे बोलते ना, आप भी आ जाओ, गोविंदास में आ जाओ, यहाँ पे खीर बट रहा है, गरम गरम खिचड़ी बट रहा है. So you like to share. So because he is younger brother, so elder brother is saying, so we must obey. So he said, okay, I'll try. But then finally he came back and said, no, I cannot give up thinking of Lord. ये यथामाम प्रपद्यन्ते. हर एक डिवोटी का एक पर्टिकुलर रिलेशनशिप होता है, उसके अनुसार भगवान रेसिप्रोकेट. So Lord Chaitanya was very happy to see the devotion of Anupam. He was actually very, very pleased with the attitude. Yes, Guru Gaurang Prabhu, any more clarification? Is it clear?
Tell your name.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am Himesh. And, my question is, what are the other 2 things of that 4 things, Prabhupada?
Yes. I thought I will tell tomorrow. Okay, 5 minutes. Almost 2-3 things that I covered. The first is, of course, getting up early. And second is to chant, third is Mangalarti, and fourth is to hear Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitam. Basically, if one does these things, means basically follows the morning program sincerely and tries to become humble and chant Hare Krishna, even if you may not be humble. अभी नम्रता नहीं भी हो, प्रयास करते रहें तो सफलता मिल जाएगी. Krishna will help, but we should be careful. See, we should understand even Bharat Maharaj took 3 births. भरत महाराज एक जन्म में नहीं गए. पहला जन्म थे राजा भरत, सेकेंड बार डियर भरत, थर्ड था जड़ भरत. So he was in good state consciousness. He was almost on bhava level. It's like वो फाइनल ईयर तक पहुंच गए थे, बट डिग्री मिलने से पहले ही वो कॉलेज छोड़ दी. फिर नए कॉलेज में एडमिशन लिया तो उसमें 6 महीना चला जाता. So many years were lost. So we should be very careful. भरत महाराज was taking care of the deer. गलत नहीं था वो, but too much. He forgot his japa. मंगल आरती में deer, जपा में deer, my dear, dear. They became deer. That is the first. And second thing we can learn is always to be in association of devotees. We cannot practice Krishna consciousness all alone. हमको भक्तों का संग चाहिए. तांदेर चरण से भक्त सनिवास, जन्म में है एक विलास. Birth after birth, मेरी ये अभिलाषा है कि भक्तों के साथ में. You can keep this point. So any other, basically, the Prabhupada writes that you have to become like Dhruva Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj, he fell down because of attachment to deer. But that was also the plan of the Lord. भगवान का plan है इससे कि जड़ भरत बनेंगे, फिर उपदेश करेंगे. I was in Kurukshetra. After I returned from US, I was in Kurukshetra. I joined the temple. But in the temple, there was some need for Lakshmi. So for 1 year, I was in NIT Kurukshetra as a lecturer. So everybody would ask me questions, college professors. They would always tell them that Krishna Bhakti is higher than all sciences. So one can practice Krishna consciousness along with any engineering, any sciences, because this is the highest. Okay, any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, Lord Krishna and Lord Ram are non-different. But when we chant Lord Krishna and name and Lord Ram name, then result are different. How? Please explain this, Prabhuji.
Yes, this is called Achintya. Achintya means simultaneously one and different. Krishna and Ram, they are one and they are different also. The same person, but in different mood. Lord Ram is behaving as Maryada Purushottam. He is observing everything very strictly. Lord Krishna, he is Lila Purushottam. He is performing many pastimes. Which, in one sense, Krishna is Ram are non-different, but Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is not any avatar. Krishna is avatari. Whereas Lord Ram is avatar. He is one of the 10 avatars. But Lord Krishna is avatari. He is the source of all incarnation. Just from one candle, you light up many other candles. But the original candle is the original candle. The original candle is Krishna. So, yes, they are both same and yet different also. So we have to, at our stage, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. The sincere chanting will reveal whatever relationship with Krishna is. Does that answer your question, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. हाँ, हो गया. हाँ, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then Prabhuji, my question was, Prabhuji, you told. Yes. My name is Rijan. So I wanted to ask Prabhuji, like you mentioned about having patience while chanting, Prabhuji. So what happens is, Prabhuji, ki basically when I try to hear every syllable, Prabhuji, my one round will go to 10 to 12 minutes, Prabhuji. And then mind will ask to rush the round, Prabhuji. So how to have patience, Prabhuji, that time?
Yeah. Prabhuji, अच्छा प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं. अगर बहुत धीरे-धीरे गए 10-12 मिनट लग जाएंगे. So being attentive doesn't mean that you have to pause after every mantra. Just like if you do very slowly, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And probably it will take 20 minutes. You have to be natural. Just like I am speaking and I talk to you. Hello, my friend, how are you? So you understand. But if I speak very soft, very slowly, hello, how are you? Like artificial intelligence project, very loud, it's very artificial. So we should not go too slow or too fast. And what is too slow, what is too fast is an individual subjective decision. You have to judge what way I can most attentive. आपको एकदम स्लो करेंगे तो भी प्रॉब्लम होगा, बहुत फास्ट करेंगे तो फिर वो जपाई मिस हो जाता है। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम राम। राजधानी जप, राजधानी will start from Delhi to Kanpur, Prayag, and then Patna, and then Calcutta. Don't try to be like that. Of course, in traveling you can go by Rajdhani, no problem. But in chanting, better to be a little careful. And also offer very nice prayer. Now we are running out of time, but tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, whenever there is time, if with the consultation of our Guru Gaura, we can discuss more on this point. That how to not take too much time, not too little. I would say 6 to 8 minutes is normal. And what you can do is before you begin chanting, you can offer pranam mantra prayer to Guru Maharaj, to Prabhupada, and pray for the mercy of the 6 Goswamis. By the mercy of the Goswamis, everything will be auspicious. Okay, maybe we can have just 2 more questions and then we'll have a 5-minute skill. To end by 9:15, it's already 9 o'clock, 9:02. So we can have 1 question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am Shashwat. Hare Krishna
Yes,
Prabhuji, I am Shashwat. Like you said that Ram
yes,
Nam,
yes.
you said Ram Nam gives Mukti and Krishna Nam gives Krishna Prem. So is there anything like Ram Prem, like because usually we say only Krishna Prem, but for Ram we
The prem is, when you have prem for Krishna, it's prem for all avatars included. It's like you enter into the palace, there's one main gate. Once you enter, you are inside the palace. So all rooms are available. So every devotee has a particular relationship with a particular avatar. When you become purified, you will understand. हर एक का एक particular avatar से प्रेम हो. But at the present level, there is no need of manipulating, कुछ change करने की जरूरत नहीं. आप जब करते रहेंगे, Krishna will reveal what is our swarupa, what you should do, what you should do. So these are very technical points. The name of Krishna is 3 times that of Lord Ramchandra. But you have to understand it very, very deeply. How it is simultaneously one and different also. Achintya Bheda Bheda. Okay, we can have one last question and then we'll have 5 minutes kirtan. और कोई प्रश्न है किसी को हमारे Zoom ग्रुप से भी?
One last question.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, मेरा
हाँ।
नाम ज्ञानश है। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जब हनुमान जी चिरंजीवी है तो मुरारी गुप्ता कैसे अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन भूल गए?
नहीं, ऐसे जरूरी नहीं है कि मुरारी गुप्ता की मृत्यु होगी फिर हनुमान जी आएंगे, या फिर ऐसे नहीं है। ये सब जो है ये शाश्वत है, ये डिवोटीज हैं, ये प्योर डिवोटीज हैं। तो भगवान चाहते हैं वैसे उनको रूप जब भी दे सकते हैं। तो ऐसा है कि हनुमान मुरारी गुप्ता आगे मतलब हनुमान जी चले गए, ऐसा नहीं है। साइमल्टेनियसली इस रूप में भी है, उस रूप में भी है। समझ में आया? Would you understand प्रभु जी?
यस प्रभु जी।
मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि मुरारी गुप्ता हनुमान जी बन गए तो हनुमान जी का सीट खाली हो गया। साइमल्टेनियसली मुरारी गुप्ता भी है और हनुमान जी भी है। वह पूरा समझना हो तो फिर गोलोक में जाने के बाद ही समझ में आएगा। You cannot understand everything. Understand as much as you can and then understand that you cannot understand. You understand? Understand that you cannot. Okay, one last question if any.
One last question is there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dharmatram. Prabhuji, my name is
Yes.
Krishan. Prabhuji, I want to ask that when I try to focus on a mantra while chanting, so when I specifically try to focus, I usually feel sleepy. When I used to sleep when I try focusing on the mantra. So, how
Actually, the thing is that you have to understand, focusing should not be artificial. Sometimes you may use the Mahamantra written sticker, but all the time you use the sticker, it will not be practical. So basically, you have to be attentive, means you have to be in that prayerful mood. Prarthana bhav mein rehna. Just like Krishna says in the Gita, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam site bhajamya. जो मेरे प्रति जिस भावना से आता है वे वैसे व्यवहार करते. So we have to approach Krishna in the proper mood, the mood of service, in the proper mood of prayer. Then Krishna will receive. What was the last part of your question, Prabhuji? Once again, please repeat.
Prabhuji, I feel sleepy when I try to focus on the mantra. This was good. When I try to focus on.
Actually, sleepiness.
When I try to focus on sorry.
Yeah, and you see, when you say focus on each mantra, it doesn't mean that you have to pause. It's which is natural. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So there can be some pronunciation differences, but the basic aspect is to hear. Prabhupada would sometimes say, come here, sit here, and hear. Dhyan say, to hear very attentively. That is the most important. Okay? Guru Gaurang Prabhu, is that okay? Or anybody else has anything to comment?
I think all the questions are taken, Prabhuji. Well addressed, Prabhuji. All the questions are well addressed, Prabhuji. Abhi ho gaya, Prabhuji.
Can we have 5 minutes ending Kirtan, Prabhuji?
Sure, Prabhuji. Huh? Sure, Prabhuji.
Please repeat after me. This particular tune which I am about to sing, it invokes a mood of prayer. Like the way we're supposed to chant is actually calling God helplessly. Maybe in the next session tomorrow, if there is opportunity, or whenever I have opportunity, I'll explain. The real mood of chanting is a mood of prayer. And first aspect is proper pronunciation and hearing, which I'm emphasizing today. But in the next time, I'll speak about helplessly crying, like how Draupadi was crying for Krishna's mercy. We should also be having that mood, praying for Krishna's mercy, begging. So these 5 minutes, I will sing mantra and you can repeat after me. Please fold your hands wherever you are. And then when it's your turn, you can raise your arms. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. Jayo Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai बोलो हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय।
His Grace Krishnan
किसी को
Prabhu,
बुक्स चाहिए तो बताना, हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में।
तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आप इतना अपना कीमती समय निकाल के हमें दिए, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। विल चैंट वन फुल महामंत्र। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम, प्रभु जी हमें बोले महामंत्र कैसे चैंटिंग करना चाहिए, और महामंत्र
गुरु गौरंग प्रभु will talk maybe tomorrow morning, if evening session is possible, discuss and let me know.
sure प्रभु जी, tomorrow evening we can plan प्रभु जी, tomorrow evening.
Yeah, evening I am free also. Morning I am busy. So evening is around same time.
Around same time, around same time.
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow evening.
ठीक है, हाँ,
Thank you प्रभु जी।
ठीक है प्रभु, हाँ, we'll end now. Thank you.
हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा
जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
राम,
IIT कानपुर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हाँ, हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु
हाँ,
जी।
हाँ।
विजय राधिका माता जी के प्रभु जी देह छोड़ा उन्होंने।
ओह,
प्रशांत
वो
मौर्य
उसके,
प्रभु जी थे उनकी सिस्टर।
हाँ हाँ,
आज दोपहर में उन्होंने
तो
देह छोड़ा।
प्रशांत के पिताजी।
नहीं नहीं, उनके जीजा जी विजय राधिका माता जी, नायिका माता जी की
ओह,
सिस्टर है ना।
हाँ मैं जानता हूँ, वो NBCC में जॉब करते थे ना।
हाँ हाँ, यस प्रभु जी।
क्या हो गया उनको?
निमोनिया हुआ था।
उनका उम्र कितना था?
वो नहीं पता प्रभु जी, 45
50?
उतना
45
पता
50
नहीं है
तक
प्रभु जी,
होंगे।
लेकिन रात को उनको उल्टी वगैरह हो गई, उल्टी जुला वगैरह हो गए थे रात को, फिर लाने वाले थे हॉस्पिटल में।